Hi, host Eric here, host Talking with Famous People, and I want to talk today a little bit about consciousness, mind, brain, and personality type / cognitive function, how these things relate. First, look at my super cool shirt. What does it say?
Waitings for subjects. We are the sovereign. We wait for no one.
Fuck yeah! It's true. Anyway, I'm responding today about consciousness. I got a little sidetracked on my t-shirt there. I saw it in the video. I was like, oh, I'm wearing this shirt. I forgot. So, I'm going to talk about Frank Yang and the issue of consciousness. And the reason I want to talk about Frank Yang and the issue of consciousness is because Abraham recommended to me watching Frank Yang and sort of drew a bit of a corollary, I think, between him and me, Frank Yang and me, on the grounds basically that a lot of people think he's crazy. But I don't know if a lot of people think I'm crazy or not. You see, I think the ones who don't think I'm crazy, I don't really note as in the data. You know, it's a confirmation bias thing, right? Where you experience the occasions of people doubting your sanity much more forcefully than those that the default setting of most people, which is to assume that you're a sane, normal person. Um, anyway, as I was saying, Frank Yang, he talks about consciousness, mind, and brain on one of his Rooftop videos, and I'll link to that video here, um, so you can look at it if you want to. And he talked about him in what I would consider a very ESFP kind of way, maybe. I mean, the analysis was not bad, and it was of value. And I'd like to take it a little further than what he's talking about in terms of what he said was simply sort of drawing a distinction between how do we think of the difference between mind and consciousness. And he drew an analogy between one of them being the movie projector and the other being the light being projected from the film, being projected from the movie projector. Well, what I want to say regarding mind and consciousness is, first of all, this, that the only sense to which I think mind and consciousness are different is insofar as mind references that which is unconscious as well, and consciousness references potentially that which is unconscious as well, depending on how you use it. Okay, so it's like, see you later, Abraham. Have a good one. Thanks for coming over. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. All right.
Yep. See you later,
Yeah. So, consciousness. Frank Yang, right? So Frank Yang is a bodybuilder, and he has really big muscles, and he's he's got an extraordinary amount of yar, and I admire his yar. I don't wish to emulate his yar, but I certainly admire it, and as representative of the awesome diversity within the human species, right? That that personality type is so alien to me, and yet here Abraham was drawing a comparison between this individual Frank Yang and me, and well, why is there a comparison? Because on a vector or two we are quite similar. On a couple of vectors we're very, very similar indeed. We want to put out a bunch of shit. We're both fearless about it, and apparently some people think we're crazy. I don't know. I bet if I just got my beard trimmed, people would think like, oh, now he seems normal again. I mean, that's the sort of shit you got to deal with in an ENP in life. You never know if that's the gist of the reasoning behind things. And with feelers, they're so iffy about time frame, right? If things have been happening today, with me and Joe's a big feeler type, he may be like, it seems like for the last, I don't know, I even know how long, Eric, things have been hard between us. I'm like, are you kidding me? Yesterday we had a fantastic time, and the day before you were high-fiving me saying it's the best moment of your life. So what the, can we contextualize things a little bit, please? You know? Anyway, what was I going with this? Oh yeah, consciousness. This video's sloppy. I think I'm gonna just stop it and put it up. I think it's sloppy but good, maybe.